Do you want to be a hero? Do you dream of making a difference in this world? Did you know that every 2 seconds someone in the United States is in need of blood? According to the American Red Cross, more than 41,000 blood donations are needed daily. After researching my topic, I am able to tell you of a problem that America is facing. However, there is a way you can help and make a difference in many lives. Hopefully my speech will answer any questions you may have about donating blood. Donating blood is a heroic act that will help treat different illnesses and injuries, give you the proud feeling of touching someone's life, and it will benefit you in many ways. Now I will tell you why we need your help. 60% of the U.S. population is eligible to donate blood, but only 5% actually do donate blood each year. Blood cannot be made or manufactured, it must be donated. Some people will not donate blood due to fear of anxiety. The demand for blood is great, but the influx of the supply is not. Currently in America, only 3 out of every 100 donate blood. Many people use excuses like, "I'm too old, I don't want to contract AIDS," or "I'm too busy." This is some of the reasons why people do not donate blood. 30% just don't know. 17% of people are preoccupied with their own problems. 15% of people are afraid of infections. 10% of people are indifferent towards other people's problems. 6% of people think that donating blood is not necessary. 5% of people do not know where to go to donate blood. 4% of people do not know that they can donate blood. 4% of people are afraid of the needles. 3% of people do not have time. 2% of people do not trust the medical personnel, and 5% say other. Blood is required in large quantity. A single car accident victim can require as many as 100 pints of blood. A total of 30 million blood components are transfused each year in the U.S. Sickle cell disease affects more than 70,000 people in the U.S. About 1,000 babies are born with the disease each year. Sickle cell patients can require frequent blood transfusions throughout their lives. More than 1.6 million people were diagnosed with cancer last year. Many of them will need blood, sometimes daily, during their chemotherapy treatment. Safe blood saves lives and improves health. Blood transfusion is needed for children with severe anemia, often resulting from malaria or malnutrition. Blood transfusions are also needed for many surgical and cancer patients. A transfusion is also used for women with complications of pregnancy, such as ectopic pregnancies and hemorrhage before, during, or after childbirth. You do not need a special reason, but many of us give blood because we were asked by a friend or family member. Some of us may have a friend or family member that may need a blood transfusion one day. Some people just believe it is the right thing to do. Whatever your reason, the need is constant and your contribution is important for a healthy and reliable blood supply. You may be asking, what can I do? In order to fix this problem, you simply need to donate blood. According to the American Red Cross, type O negative blood can be transfused to patients of all blood types. It is always in great demand and often in short supply. Type AB positive plasma can be transfused to patients of all other blood types. Blood donation is a simple 4-step process. Registration, medical history, and many physical, donation, and refreshments. According to my research on the internet, every blood donor is given a mini physical to ensure it is safe for the donor to give blood. The actual blood donation only takes 10 to 12 minutes, and the whole process is only an hour and 15 minutes of your day. The average adult has about 10 pints of blood, and roughly 1 pint is given during a donation. All donated blood is tested for HIV, hepatitis B and C, syphilis, and other infectious diseases before it can be released to hospitals. Also, all information you give to the American Red Cross during the donation process is confidential. There is no reason why hospitals should not have enough safe blood for their patients. Research tells us that if just 10% of all possible donors give blood once a year, we will never have a blood shortage problem. Giving blood has saved so many lives, and now I would like to read Stephanie's story of how blood donations made a huge difference. I never thought I would be in need of regular blood transfusions. Who would? I was 28 and healthy. Then after a diagnosis of breast cancer, and then later acute myeloid leukemia, and finally a bone marrow transplant, I found myself in need of bi-weekly blood transfusions to keep me alive. One complication from my transplant has been red cell anemia, where my body is killing my new red blood cells before they can be pushed into my bloodstream. I'm so thankful for everyone who donates. I wish I would have donated before my transplant. I was and could have helped so many. Now I've enlisted my husband to make up for all that I've used. Donating blood is safe. A small percentage of first-time donors may psychologically feel a little dizzy, but only for a few minutes. Also, it is impossible to get diseases like AIDS or hepatitis. They only use new, sterile, disposable needles for each donor. These needles are discarded after each use. You have heard of the need and ways that you can help. Now visualize with me. Giving blood will benefit you as well. Donating blood reduces the chance of ischemic heart diseases, beginning of heart problems, as frequent donations reduce the accumulated and unwanted iron load in your body. Also, you will receive a mini physical to check your pulse, blood pressure, body temperature, and hemoglobin. Giving blood will save so many lives, and you will feel good about giving to a worthy cause. On the flip side, if you do not donate blood, people will die. Imagine your loved one being in a car wreck and needing a blood transfusion. If no one ever gave blood, the person you love would not get a second chance at life. Many people are simply afraid of the needles, but it is worth it to save a life. What if you were the one that needed the blood? Would it be worth it then? In closing, I would like to make some final statements. Giving blood is a very selfless thing that we should all consider doing. There are numerous opportunities to sign up to give blood and be a hero. Your contributions are highly appreciated by the many lives blood transfusions have saved. If you or someone you know is interested in donating blood, please visit AmericanRedCross.com or United Blood Services of Mississippi. Also, here at Southwest, there are opportunities each year to sign up to donate blood on campus. Remember, helping others is the most important thing we can do. Be a hero and give the gift of life.